What excites you on the automation technology side as things are evolving fairly rapidly right now, probably faster than we have seen before?
Yeah, that's true. I think when we started, we had on all of our hubs these line sorters. They are workhorses that are very configurable. You just keep dropping more in place as you need them. That worked for us for a while, but we wanted to take extra steps out of the process and not have to do a 2-pass sort on machines. We moved to the larger loop sort type setups with cross-belt sorters, which was dazzling us. We came from very humble beginnings and we're like, wow, we're in the big leagues now because we got a cross-belt sorter, 50,000 pieces per hour, which is impressive, but it's a very fixed machine. You depreciate something like that over 10 years or so, or maybe more, right? And so you're buying it, projecting out what you think the future is going to look like. I don't want to build a machine that handles today's capacity. I got to build a machine that handles 10 years from now capacity. We did many of those just before COVID and just after COVID. And guess how right our assumptions were, right? So it's tough to buy such a single piece, large scale machine you can't lift and shift it. So if you need to go to a bigger building or something, you can't just pick that thing up and unbolt it and put it in a new site. You got to scrap it, start over. So I think what's exciting is the flexibility part of things. And there's a lot of these robots that run on the stage and you can add size to the stage.
Cobots and AMRs.
Exactly. Yeah. That's pretty interesting because you can basically scale to the size you are now and keep scaling as you grow. So we've reflected on our past with automation. And I think flexibility in terms of scaling up and down is a new variable that we hadn't considered before. Before it was like throughput, cost per piece, essentially, like once it's scaled. But before the COVID thinking wasn't like, well, what if we have to add 75% more throughput than we thought? Or what if the volume doesn't come and we don't want to be overspending CapEx? That's definitely a new variable. Being able to add and remove from automation is pretty interesting.
It's amazing. You think this back to normalization on the volume side is going to stay, right? That spike in COVID. I don't think I've spoken about COVID in a while at this point because everyone went through an adjustment phase. Do you think we are back to normal, right? Like other than some unseen effect comes in play in general?
We just went through a whiplash of tariffs, right? And so if Chinese goods cost 145%, I think that would have had a significant depression on the demand for anything. They can't switch production to other regions that fast. Our stuff would get way more expensive and that would reduce parcels in the networks. That goes back the other way.
This is the new normal, right? Keep guessing at this point. So, no, that's a really interesting call out.
Yeah, our CEO's motto right now is fast and flexible. And so we've been taking all of our actions to consider that. Don't take anything for granted of what you think the future is going to look like and be nimble.